What is Mac Jones' ceiling? If he does go 3 to the 49ers, is he a Super Bowl caliber quarterback? Like what do you think ceiling wise is the highest for Mac Jones here?
Yeah, I mean, I could envision a day where he plays at a higher level than Jimmy Garoppolo did in 2019, right? And
Hmm.
and the 49ers, if they're able to keep this core together, it wasn't too long ago they were beating the Chiefs by 10 points in the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl, with 7 minutes to go or whatever it was. So, we know with that defense they suffered a rash of injuries last year. There's some great yards after the catch options in the passing game. They have multiple runners. They have Kyle Shanahan, one of the best play callers in the NFL. His system works, I think, when he's got the right pieces. Absolutely. So, in that may be the best landing spot for him. And do I think if he had gone to a lesser team without the creative offensive design and without the weapons and whatever, would he be as successful? No. I think he's the perfect kind of caretaker, if you will, facilitator, whatever word you want to use,
Hmm.
to operate on a team that's built that way. You know, I absolutely can see the argument that others are more talented, that others have more upside, more ability to create on their own. I just don't know that's what Kyle Shanahan is necessarily looking for. I mean, he did some great things with Robert Griffin as a rookie. It was a fun, transformative time in the NFL. But since then, he's sort of favored the guys who get the ball to their playmakers and aren't the most creative players on their own. And I suspect that's why Jones's name has been the hot one to place at three.
So I was just gonna ask, like people that you've talked to, like right throughout this whole process. To me, like I am personally a Justin Fields fan. I think he will have, arguably if he goes to 49ers, I think he could possibly have the most success of any quarterback taken in this draft. So my question is, to your point, like we've seen Kyle Shanahan succeed with Matt Ryan, with Jimmy G, with Kirk Cousins, a style of quarterback that's more pocket passer friendly. That is Mac Jones' style of quarterback. Do you like when you are talking with people and kind of breaking this down? Is it just Kyle Shanahan kind of wanting someone to your point that just is almost a point guard, facilitate, get the ball out, make the right reads? Because at least personally believe from someone who doesn't obviously do this as much as you do,
Right.
that the offense could be elevated to another level if you have an athlete like Trey Lance or Justin Fields compared to Mac Jones. When you're kind of breaking this down, do you think that it's more Kyle Shanahan preference of just point guard? I don't need someone to take the offense to another level. My offense works with a pocket guy. Is that kind of the reason you think that maybe Mac Jones now is the hot name in number 3?
Yeah, I think his accuracy, his touch. I mean, his placement is as good as anybody in this class. I mean, I think he's even better than Trevor Lawrence if you go throw by throw. And he was a better deep ball thrower than Trevor Lawrence. Trevor has a better arm talent. He can throw from different angles and throw on the run. Mac isn't as good at those things, but Mac puts the ball in a beautiful arc down the field when he is asked to throw deep. And his short accuracy, we kind of maybe roll our eyes at that, but that's an important thing, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you're not putting the ball in a spot where the receiver can then easily catch it and don't not have to gear down to catch it and keep that momentum going and get yards up the catch, then that's a trait that I would understand why they'd favor. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think Justin Fields has a great chance to emerge a terrific playmaker in this league. I've sort of compared his rise as a thrower similar to Dak Prescott, who was,
Hmm.
a spread option QB in
Mm-hmm.
college and, really took a big jump from his junior to his senior year. So I really think that Fields has already kind of made a noticeable jump, and I think has more room to grow after that. So, yeah, I mean, it almost tells me if there's a bigger picture is that let's say they do take Jones at three.
Mm-hmm.
They traded 2 picks to move up to get to that spot, 3 picks rather, 2 first rounders. And I mean, what is Jimmy Garoppolo's place on the team? Is he just the caretaker for the first 10 games? They try to trade him at the trade deadline, or do they have to immediately move him? Is it too awkward a situation to where, it's not going to be tenable? I don't know. That's my biggest question. And I almost kind of wonder whether that may not be the next move in line because, they've kind of bolstered some of the depth at quarterback this offseason a little bit. And I don't really know exactly what the next step is, but if you're going to trade that much, I would assume Mac Jones is somebody you feel like can step in right away and start immediately if needed.